Hey, welcome back to My Uncomplicated Life. It's your girl Terry, and you're tuned into My Uncomplicated Life. How's it going, everyone? I hope you all doing well. Drop below in the comment section how you're doing. I want to check in on you all and hope that you're all doing well. I'm blessed, and highly favored. Hope everyone is. Y'all see my shrinkage though? My hair just shrinks up. You see that? Stretch it out, it bounces back. But yeah, basically, this is season 1, episode 10 of the You Can't series, the very last episode of this series. So hopefully, you all have been learning some very valuable things from this season. This last episode, I really want to bring attention to two important things, very important things, because I feel like in our American society, we definitely overspend or have had moments where we overspent. So these two tips are going to be about that. Um, so yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it. So one of them is making sure that before you press, the send button to complete a transaction for an online purchase, and it's not a necessity, it's not an item that you need, you may want to wait a day or two before you actually get it. Because after waiting that day, you may reassess and you may be like, I may not actually need this right now. I may be able to hold off a little bit longer on this item. I may could put it towards something else that's more important to put it toward too. I mean, we do it all the time. I feel like a lot of us, like to double check in stores, not put unnecessary stuff in the cart. Before you get in the line, you may look in your cart one more time, like, do I need all these? Like, let me put one of these back. 4 is enough. I don't need 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, in person at the store, we definitely may do things like that. But I'm saying to take that lesson and apply it to online shopping as well. You'll thank yourself for it because online shopping is very convenient. It's like people get to it back to back to back. I think during the time of the year of 2020 when everything was going on, I think that during that time I had memorized my card number and everything. Like I memorized because it was so many things being bought online, less going into stores and stuff, more staying home, and the more you stay home, the more money you save. And so, in some parts, being able to order more just because you're saving money. I think we all could have. It was an interesting time, basically, but yeah. During that time, I had to even remember my card number because I was using it so much during that time when we were just in the house or in our local neighborhoods, not going to places as much because of the regulations, whatever was going on. So, but yeah, it's like even with the convenience of online shopping, you want to be careful not to spend too much because when you spend a lot, it's like it really can do a lot. It can cause just the funds to be out of order when you're not sticking to a budget. So it's good to double check that. And on top of that, the second one I want to add in is you definitely want to take your time with what's it called? Subscriptions. You don't want to add on too many subscriptions from jump. But then also, now if you already have a lot of subscriptions, you definitely want to go back through all of them. Because especially with subscriptions, normally they're set to auto pay. So you don't want something to go through that you're no longer using. And, of course, sometimes you can call the place and be like, oh, I didn't actually use this. I want to cancel, if they already sent it through. Sometimes they do refund it if you're not going to use it. If you're like, oh, I'm not going to use it, just refund. But you just want to be careful if you can. Or if there are subscriptions that are already, sending transactions through every month and you're not using it, don't keep it. Don't keep it. So it's really good to assess and look over those records to see, what's being charged, because it's so many subscription services out. Even when you think about streaming services alone, you think about how there's Netflix, there's Peacock, there's Tubi, there's Amazon Prime Video where you can watch movies and stuff like that. Then there's, did I say YouTube? YouTube. Um, there's so many streaming platforms. You may not need them all. There's HBO Max, so many. You may not need them all, but you may have like a top one or two that you may tune into, you know, just different things like that you may do instead of having so many streaming services. And then, yeah, I would just say it's important to reassess this all because you want to make sure that you're not throwing away money, basically. Like, that can become a habit when these things are just being pushed through on a credit card and you're not really using it. It's kind of like throwing away money. Like, you're not really making good use of it. You really want to be accountable. You can't just go business as usual. You got to really take the time to assess, take your time, do it right, you know? And I'll leave y'all with a bonus tip as well. Natural hair. Since, I'm playing with my hair and everything. And my hair is all in its shrunken state and whatnot. My natural hair and all that. I love my natural hair. Basically, a good tip with that too. Don't become a product junkie. You don't need to try every product line. If a product line works for you, you can stick with it. I like Shea Moisture. I like Melanin Hair Care. And I like A Natural Rose. A Natural Rose is a Christian hair care brand, and I haven't used their products in a while, but those are 3 lines that I like. But the line I use mostly, I just stick with Shea Moisture. Their prices are really good. Now, if I do get the other 2 brands, even though their prices are higher, their products do last for a good while, a long time. So, it's nothing wrong with getting their products, but I mostly stick with the same brand. I may switch it up again. But I don't have to keep switching back and forth or getting products from all 3 lines. I can do one line at a time. But if I'm doing products from all 3, that's product junkie. You don't really want to be a product junkie. You want to be able to stick with something that works and not have a whole bunch of products and they're all going bad. You got to throw them away and you wasted tons and tons of money. No. Just only use the products that you're actually going to use. And that's it. Only buy the ones you're going to use. So I hope y'all are having a blessed Sunday. This is when the video will drop on a Sunday. But even if you're seeing this video on a different day, I hope that you're having a blessed day. If it's the morning time for you when you see this video, I hope that your day goes well. Know that you are loved, cared, and valued. The Lord sees you as important. He knows what you're going through. Always pray. He's always listening. Jesus Christ is Lord. Peace.